Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
An attacking zone. But let's go back to a game you feel they should draw off of, which is Forge, where their only open play goal came from.
Yeah, and it's a little bit easier. They were 1-0 down, but the second half against Forge, I thought they were outstanding, especially I think their best chance tonight is in transition, being direct, being dynamic, and it'll probably come from winning the ball.
Well, we highlighted their midfield a lot, even at the start of the Island games, and their midfield hasn't disappointed, but now it's just trying to find that finishing touch. I mean, how much can even the midfield help with that?
I think the one man that comes to mind is Rampersad. I think he's your two-way player that can get up alongside Garcia or Morelli, whoever it might be in those pockets. I think he can add numbers to the attack, but I love that midfield triangle. I think it's difficult to play through. I think their passing's clean. I think it rotates nicely. It's not predictable. It's difficult to pick up on the other side of the ball. And then inshallah, you've got a nice back four. You've got a wall there that screams security. And when you play against Stephen Hartside, even when I played for him with Canada, you don't give a whole bunch away. You know you're going to be pretty sound defensively. But tonight's an interesting one. Who's going to be the protagonist? It really is a six-pointer. And I think for Halifax, it might be, you know what, let FC Edmonton have a little bit of the ball. Our press is working. It's a little bit more aggressive this year. And then when we do win it, let's explode. Let's go for it. Let's finish these attacks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the dynamic, because to your point, these are two teams that have been struggling to get goals. And we just mentioned Halifax from open play, but also for FC Edmonton, their last game, those were their first 2 goals of the tournament as well. So they're very strong. Well, Bobby also extra furious because you remember it was game 1 of the Island games against Cavalry, where Cavalry also got the call near the end of the game, handball against Samuel, and that of course led to the draw as opposed to Forge walking away with the victory. And this is a tough one because we know last year as well, FIFA came out with the new rules as well when it came to handball in the box. But as you heard Bobby say,
by the law, your silhouette's here. Once you're here, you're now outside of it. I think it's a penalty. I get his frustration. If I put my former player's hat on, and I'm coming out to you to now, this is like the other night.
I swear.
If you're, sorry, Thompson at the back post, I'm coming out, there's no way as that ball's coming over my head, I'm going to come at you like this. It's just so difficult to do. It's natural to put your hand out here. Having said that, that now stops the ball from going out there. That's why I think it's a penalty. I think players now, it's difficult. You almost have to, in training, start training like this. And then now that natural habit or reaction of coming out like this is gone. It's a difficult one to swallow. That they were good in the second half. I think he's frustrated also. It wasn't a great performance, but it's amazing what a couple of wins can do. Look at Pacific in the table. Look at York 9 in the table. And I thought the threshold would be 7 or 8 points. Maybe it's 8 or 9 points to get into that second stage now.
But maybe Bobby's onto something. Maybe we just